the gentlewoman from Arizona for yielding. And I also want to join Congresswoman Dina Titus in thanking Congresswoman Sinema for arranging this special order hour and taking the leadership to put these people together to speak out on this topic. Congresswoman Sinema, I say to you that you bring honor and credit to the 9th District of Arizona in taking a leadership position in this role. I also, Mr. Speaker, want to point out that Congresswoman Sinema has brought the House together on these issues. She has brought Democrats and Republicans together in this special order hour, in case that fact has escaped your notice. We speak as one voice on behalf of American veterans, and I'm happy to lend my voice to that today. I come from Pennsylvania, which is home to nearly 1 million American veterans. These brave men and women served our country, and unfortunately, we are here to say we have not always served them. The United States Department of Housing and Urban Development estimates that nationwide, 62,619 veterans are homeless on any given night. And many of these veterans do suffer from mental illness. A recently released study from the Department of Veterans Affairs found that 22 veterans commit suicide every day. Now, I heard that several months ago, Mr. Speaker, and at first I shrugged it off. I mean, we're sort of callous around here. We're used to numbers. We're used to statistics being bandied about. So when somebody said, be shocked, it's 22 American veterans committing suicide every day, I thought, well, what's that? Out of 400 or 500 suicides nationwide every day? No, it wasn't that. It was somewhere between 80 and 110 American suicides every day. So we're not talking about a small proportion. We're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Speaker, we're talking about upwards of 20% of the suicides every day are American veterans committing suicide. And we heard earlier in this hour that it's something less than 10% of Americans are veterans. So it's hugely disproportionate. The number of people committing suicide in this country are hugely disproportionately veterans in this country, and that is a national embarrassment. As someone who cares deeply about veterans' issues, I'm here to tell you I have introduced 2 bills after I heard that statistic. First, the Veterans Mental Health Accessibility Act, and second, the Expediting Hiring for VA-Trained Psychiatrists Act. Now, the Veterans Mental Health Accessibility Act aims to provide for our brave servicemen and women when they return from combat with both easily visible and difficult to detect wounds. While the physical wounds of war are evident immediately, mental health issues obviously may take longer to discover. As many as 30% of the Operation Iraqi and Enduring Freedom veterans face the possible diagnosis of a mental health disorder. However, after 5 post-service years, and this is the rule in the VA, after 5 years, veterans would go to the back of the line for psychiatric health care, with the average wait time for a veteran to receive benefits at 273 days. This could mean the difference between life and death. It's like a 5-year statute of limitations. After a service member is separated from the service, if he or she does not report a combat-related mental disorder within 5 years, it's as if they do not qualify for psychiatric care. The Veterans Mental Health Accessibility Act would ensure that no veteran be denied mental health treatment, no matter when combat-related mental health disorders first appear. It eliminates that ridiculous 5-year rule. Additionally, I've introduced the Expediting Hiring for VA-Trained Psychiatrists Act. This bill allows the Secretary of Veterans Affairs to fast-track the hiring of psychiatrists who have completed a residency at a VA facility. Mr. Speaker, I believe that we owe a great debt to those who serve our nation through military service, including those who stood ready at a moment's notice to fight for our freedom. As long as I am a member of this Congress, I will be working to increase knowledge of benefits available to the veterans community, to correct shortcomings in the VA system, and to ensure that the men and women of the armed forces who bravely serve this country receive all of the benefits to which they are so richly entitled. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and at this time I yield back to the gentleman from Arizona.
Thank you, Representative.